Are we really in that much danger of seeing Hillary Clinton overtake Trump in such what is known to be a solid red state?
Well, look, I mean, the facts are that we've got 3 polls in October that show Trump with leads of 3, 4, and 3 points in Texas. It is a lot closer there than it has been. It's a state that McCain won by 12 points, Romney won it by 18 points. So it is definitely tighter than it has been. Now, our average has it under 5 points, which kicks it into the designation of toss-up. But, you know, a 4.8 lead, you know, not all 4.8 leads are the same. And because of Texas's history, I mean, I think this is a situation where is Hillary Clinton going to win Texas on November 8th? Probably not, but is it going to be closer than it's been in many, many past elections? To your point, all the way back to Carter? Probably. I mean, that's what the data supports right now.
And that kind of gives you a little bit of insight into some of these battleground states, because if states like Texas, states like Utah, some of these other dependably red states where Republican candidates, I mean, for the lack of a better way to put it, have been able to take it for granted that they're going to carry these states, that does shed some light on some of these closer races and makes you think maybe, for all the talk about rigging and biased polls, which we'll get into here in a minute, it does kind of shed some light on the possibility that, all right, well, it actually looks like it is this closer. She is leading him in some of these other states if the solid red states are as close as they are.
It's one of the interesting things about this election. It's unique in a variety of ways. And one of them is the fact that we do have, because of the way these two candidates are slicing up the electorate, among race, among class, among gender, that you have situations where, for Georgia is closer than it's been. Arizona is now a state that, Clinton is leading there in our average by just a point. You mentioned Utah. And yet, you go back to North Carolina. The poll came out today that had that a 1-point race. It's about 2.5 in our average. Florida is still 3.5 points there. So you have your traditional battleground states that are still close, but you also have some of these other states that have traditionally been more Republican that are now sort of coming online as being very, very competitive this time around.